Hi, it's Super Rude Dog. Last week I made 3 videos. A project. I wasn't going to do a video project this week, or what I like to call video briefs. As you can see, I kind of like stuff about workplaces. One of them is I've been working all my life. You know, I'm a tradesman, and I see things and I make observances, and I always want to help people improve. But I got a question about McGregor, Douglas McGregor. He's a social engineer from the 60s. His story's kind of unique. You can search Theory X and Theory Y management style on the internet and see the basic premises of it. You don't need me for that. But what I did, I actually read his story, So he had credentials, he was educated, it was funny. So big companies had come to him, several actually, and he was doing work about the workforce and productivity and output and stuff like that, social engineer. And he came to the companies after, being employed. There was like 5 companies that employed him. And he says to them, oh yeah, your workers basically unmotivated. They're there only to get money from the company. They have to be managed with the hard thumb. You can't let anybody get away with nothing. And it gave managers a pessimistic view of the employees and all this. And it was so exciting when I got into the depths of the rabbit hole and read what actually happened to McGregor. There was an executive from, I'm not going to say his name. There was an executive from Procter & Gamble, and another executive, is female, from Heinz, who said, you know what? They got together, them two talked, and then the next time the companies got together with McGregor, you know what they told him? This is hilarious. They said, that's why we hired you. We already knew it was messed up. So you want to... I could just see this. Okay, yeah, it's messed up. Now pay me. They were like, oh, no. You're going to have to do your job to get paid. So a Theory X situation actually created Theory Y. I love it. So here's what he come back later and said, He said, workers that are given direction and a defined plan and are participated with feel like they're part of that plan, which you actually are. If you work somewhere, you're part of the plan. Feel more reward than financial gain, more personal reward than financial gain, because they find purpose in their work. Theory X and Theory Y. Large organizations can fall into Theory X. I also see where some of the stuff, when I was reading up on Theory X, can have high turnovers. Theory X, bad attitudes spread like cancer. Yeah. You know what I'll tell you about Theory Y, and if you ever make it into the management, and even if you're a worker, pull that person next to you in. Make sure you talk about the same things. If you're a manager and you hire somebody based on qualifications, okay, fine. Fine, that's fine. We hire somebody based on qualifications. And we don't interact with them at all. You know what they're not going to know? What your main focus is, what your direction, what you got to do, what your standards are. That's Theory X. Theory X just wants you to get there and do. Then they don't want to ever speak to you again. How wonderful. Theory Y says the group works together and they talk and they communicate and they're fostered. People are fostered into standards and given direction. But I'll tell you, there's still a lot of places in the United States that people work at Theory X. Theory Y, too, you have a lot less problems. You have a lot less personnel issues. That's why under Theory Y, it's actually easier to identify a personnel issue, someone who needs to be removed, like a workplace harasser, because they're out there. That one person that wastes 90% of everybody else's time. Yeah. Theory Y actually keeps people that shouldn't be promoted from being promoted. Why? Bad people. Bad people that don't want to participate, because you're going to be measured on participating, helping, and sponsoring your team. It's going to keep bad people from moving on into management. That's why we apply Theory Y. I'm in the camp with Theory Y. Here's why. If the company's moving forward and producing products and there's output and customer satisfaction on the other end, everybody's going to keep a job. This trick they do with under Theory X, and corporations do this now. They'll buy a company, start removing quality, stop, and they'll change the policies. This happens in the restaurant industry big time. There's a Roadhouse down the street from me that went corporate about a year ago. You can just watch it. It's just deflating. All the wealth's being extracted out of it. That's how they make money now, by destroying something. Wow. Wow. But on a company that produces products that are consumed by the consumer, or even in the military, or any kind of big company, defense contractors, people that make things, manufacturing, air conditioning, home goods, stuff like that, the same theory. We want to go with Theory Y at all times. Yeah. And if you're a manager and you're watching this, and you're a Theory Y, I love you. But if you're a Theory X, or you're totally ignorant and you don't know, I don't even know what time it is. I ain't got the time of day for you. Yeah. Another thing too, I learned about management. If you're a leader, leadership is a decision. It's not a position. It's not something where you're automatically granted authority. Well, sure, somebody can put you in charge, but if you treat people like crap, they're not going to do what you want anyway. So there you go. You need to move to Theory Y, start interacting with your people, and pull them forward with you. You pull them forward, they'll push you over the top. That's how that works. I've seen that work, and I've been fortunate enough in my career to have people like that around me. And others have not. They went their whole careers miserable just because they've had bad managers. Theory X and Theory Y. And even if you're a worker and you got a Theory X, you know what? You can become the leader. If you care more about that person sitting next to you than you do yourself, you can become that new leader of that work center. Being supportive of others within your work environment. Oh, that's it. I don't want to say nothing else. Thanks for watching my video. Have a great day.